I know that for sure.
I'll be quick, don't worry. So can you just take me through the experience of being on the sideline this type of game?
Well, I mean, for me, it was my first time, and the experience the game from that perspective for me was awesome. I mean, to be able to see the ebbs and flows and experience it from a different point of view, for me, I mean, to me, I probably got as much out of it as the kids did, because to see how these kids show resiliency, especially on my side, where it was a frustrating first half, we couldn't get anything going in our direction. They were making all the plays, and just to see the kids maintain that composure at halftime. When they came in, one of our quarterbacks took over the huddle and said, "Hey guys, we know what we need to do to get done." And to see these kids stay just focused, stay humble throughout the entire occasion, talk about body language and those things that really haunt our society today, especially when it comes to our youth, to see all these young men step up in the moments when their backs were against the wall and to come out and play the way they did, but just to see all these playmakers out here, trust me, it was well worth it.
Yeah, it was like riding a bike, it's a great time to be on the sidelines and in a position to coach the best high school players, 16, 17-year-olds in this country. They're talented young men. They worked extremely hard to get to this point, but it was obvious from day one that they're neophytes and very young in their approach to the game and some of the life lessons that this great game teaches us. And so to have the opportunity to come out here and spend time with them and walk them through some of those lessons and work them through some of those lessons and see them experience those things and be there with them, and it's invaluable, not only for us in instilling that this is the greatest game on the planet, as far as team aspects are concerned, as well as life lessons are concerned, and to help these kids down their road and their journey with the sport of football and life in general is a tremendous opportunity. I'm blessed to be out here. So I know the kids enjoyed it. We left it out there, and that's all you can ask, right?
And just one last question. What was your favorite moment in this game?
Well, for me, it was just, for me, it was seeing the kids at halftime, especially my team, dealing with all the frustration. But to see the kids never lose hope. These kids stay focused, they stay confident, and they knew what we were capable of doing. But just to see that moment, to see us kind of step back as coaches and to see who the true leaders were on that team step forward and take over that locker room. To see them do it at that age is very impressive, because, in many ways they look at us as their heroes because we were there once before helping pave the path for them, just as others did for myself. But to see them step up in the moments when it really counted and to see just how big these kids were, to me, just this entire experience, to me, was that special moment.
Yeah, and mine are probably just how these kids dealt with the viciousness and the violence of this game. This is an exhibition, basically, right, of all-star talent across this country, and yet guys are subluxing shoulders and dislocating fingers and hurting knees and working through injuries, and didn't have a lot of numbers here, a lot of depth to work with, and you saw what it takes in order to want to come out here and play snap after snap. And that was relevant, and that was evident to me as I was coaching today, because our guys were going through it as well as their guys, and to watch them work through that, you understand that that's why we're doing everything as we can from the top to make the sport safer. And I had some good scenarios with the trainers on the sidelines. Players just waving them off, and I'm saying, no, you don't wave them off. You get out there and you get in front of those players, because they're their own worst enemy. They're not going to come off. They're going to try to play through these things. And to me, that was evident today, being on the sidelines throughout the entire time. And so it just kind of sets my jaw as to trying to continue to try to make this sport safer, because even at this level, you can see just how violent and how tough it is on kids to go out there and compete, not even play after play, but week after week, year after year. Got to make it safer for them and enforce those rules for health and safety first.
Any last thoughts?
Can't wait till next year, honestly. Can't wait till next year, honestly. To hear a number of the kids come to me at the conclusion of this game and say, man, I'm going to be back here next year, because they had that much of a good time. And I know for myself, I hope we can get one more day of coaching in just to work with the kids and continue to help make them the best that they can possibly be. But, hey, the thing is, you can teach them as much as you want in a couple of days, but when they step on this stage under the bright lights and in front of the cameras, that's when you saw the true players take over. There's some good players that are going to be impacting this game for years to come that were on this field today.
Yeah, and Lee Barrett, hats off to him and his crew. They did a heck of a job. And, you know, to the game that's fixing to be happening here in a couple hours, you know, it's like football's in the air, and we got a little taste of it today with these kids, and we're going to get some more of that tonight. So great opportunity all around. Football's around, you know, basketball's on a lot of people's minds here in this country, and rightfully so, but football's around the corner. I can't wait.